Let's underline the sentence. It says, draw a representation to show 5 groups of 6. So let's circle the word representation. That's an important clue word that in this case means picture. So we need to draw a picture that shows 5 groups of 6. Remember that whenever we see the multiplication sign, we say groups of. And since it says 5 groups of 6, we need to draw a picture that shows 5 groups with 6 in each group. If we take a look at Mr. Esparza's new multiple representations of multiplication anchor chart, there are all of these different ways for us to represent 5 groups of 6. So I just want to start with equal size groups. So let's draw 5 groups with 6 in each group. And you don't even have to draw 6 dots inside. You can just write the number 6. This representation is almost the same as representation that shows repeated addition, because all we have to do with all of these 6's is just put them together. That's what multiplication is, putting together the same number again and again and again. So we can write 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. That is almost the same thing as the strip diagram. In the strip diagram, all we need is 5 groups. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups, and 6 in each group. And our total goes at the top. Right now we have 3 representations so far. We can also make a representation using a number line. All we need is to start hopping, and every hop is a group. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. And every time we hop, we need to go forward by 6. So that's adding 6 every time. This representation shows 5 groups of 6. This falls in line with skip counting, because when we skip count, it's just adding 6 every time. So every time that the arrow lands somewhere, it's landing on the next group of 6. So this is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. And whatever number it lands on is the answer. Now there are only 2 left. We have the area model and we have the array model. The array model is whenever we have our dots. So there's one group of 6. Now here's another group of 6. We have 3 groups of 6, 4 groups of 6, and 5 groups of 6, because I can circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups, and there are 6 in each group. We can easily turn this into an area model. If we remember, the area model is the one that covers the surface with the square units, the square inches. So on top of that, I can just draw squares. And that represents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares inside of each group. And those are all of the different representations for 5 groups of 6. You only need to choose one. Choose your favorite.